Hi, Sandy. Thanks for your patience. It's been one of those days. Definitely feels like a Monday. So, we're going to see if we can clarify some things. I know your last reading you were hoping for a little bit more specific stuff. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens. So, I pulled out my yes and no deck to get definitive answers. We're going to use some tarot, and then we're going to use the Who's Thinking About You to try and get some confirmation on who the tower moment might be coming from, you or him. So we're going to start with yes or no's. So Spirit, tell me if it's Sandy that's going to create the tower moment. We have a yes and a no. So there's a possibility. Okay, there's a maybe. All right. Can we get a definitive yes or no? Is it Sandy that's going to cause the tower moment in her current relationship? Will Sandy be the one that causes the tower moment? Yes. Okay, so we had two yeses and a no. Will the spouse also cause a tower moment in this connection? Will her current partner cause a tower moment to end the current relationship? Yes, it's both of you. So, two yeses, three yeses altogether. So I want to pull one more. All right. Will it be the husband that causes the tower moment between him and Sandy? Yes, yes. So I feel like it's both of you. Yeah, so maybe not both of you. So we have quite a few yeses. I feel like it could be a mutual blow up, honestly, that causes it. So now I want to pull tarot. All right, so Spirit, tell me who potentially is going to cause this tower moment that we know is potential to kind of unravel the situation. Show me what's going on. All right, four of them flipping. Interesting. All right, so we have the moon in reverse. So this tells us that you're going towards a period of enlightenment. It tells us that things are being revealed, that any sort of illusions are being brought to the surface so you can see the truth of what it is and then decide what to do. It literally says joy, enlightenment, resolution, deception, revealed, and relief. So it's almost like a sigh of relief is what I'm picking up, that once it comes to light, then it's like, okay, so now I know the truth. Now I know what I need to do. But there's a lot of anxiety that is in the current situation, lots of worry, lots of impatience, and sometimes that makes people act irresponsible and do stupid things. So that's something I would recommend that you don't do. If you plan on being faithful until things are dissolved, then don't look elsewhere at all right now. Avoid the temptation. That would be my own personal 2 cents on that. I think it would be a lot easier if if you didn't tempt yourself by, oh, I wonder if it's so-and-so. Oh, I wonder if it's this person. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and like if there's really some big dramatic change that happens on either your or his part, well, then you both have to come to terms with there was either, this need to end things a long time ago, or you've got to make a plan to resolve things and go forward, or, whatever you two decide to do. But a tower moment tells us that it doesn't have to be that bad either. It could be necessary change. It could be good change. It could be positive transformation. A lot of people see a tower moment as like horrible. Sometimes it is in the interim, like while it's happening, but it doesn't have to be like the end of the world. Sometimes it feels like that, but it ends up working out for the best usually after the fact. So if you can avoid the tower moment altogether, that would usually be preferred. There could be a lot of conflicts, a lot of hostility, some sort of imbalance going on, lots of frustrations, impatience. We have impatience here. I get the sense that both of you are feeling really impatient, but somebody's showing reluctance for things to balance out. Now, I don't know who that is in the situation, but I do feel like the hostility might kind of boil to a head because we entered, Mars in Leo. So depending on where Leo is in your chart and depending on where I think it's Cancer, because there's something else going on with Cancer that I just heard about today, those two are going to be affected the most right now. And I think it lasts all the way through until I want to say it's like mid-February, like the 20th or 21st of February. So it's going to be the next several weeks. There could also be some issues around finances and money right now. The hiccups for confirmation. 10 of coins in the reverse. Broken traditions. Marriage is a tradition. Disputes over money and instability in finances. So those could be some obstacles. And the 6 of coins also in the reverse. So abuse of power, scams, greed, extortion, and gullibility. Please make sure that you are not getting sucked into some sort of scam, that somebody's not trying to bully you into something, or that you're not being gullible. There's lots of readers online and things like that. So just use some caution. Make sure that somebody financially isn't trying to abuse your finances, because that could definitely be something that's not good. Anything else she needs to know about this impending Tower moment? That it's going to bring some new beginnings for you. So I feel like whatever this deception is that's revealed, I feel like it's almost a sense of relief. Energetically, I don't pick up that either one of you is actively cheating or anything like that, and I would definitely tell you if I saw that, but I don't see that. What I do see is there's a lot of issues around money. There's a lot of issues around people wanting to be balanced and to change, and that creates hostility and frustrations and conflict. So in order to actually go forward and avoid this Tower moment, I feel like there needs to be this period of resolution. You've got to find the peace, and that restores the balance, that alleviates the conflict, it alleviates the anxiety, and hopefully we are on the same page going forward. So the Ace of Wands is telling us that there's growth, there's creativity, there's new beginnings coming. Wheel of Fortune, so that means money is owed to you, that there's some sort of good fortune coming, unexpected blessings, karma, destiny, it's destined to find you. Judgment being out here, this tells us that it will restore the balance. You could be waiting on some sort of final decision on something. Court cases could be pending finality, but there's an improvement coming. Okay, so this is a good thing. We're finally starting to see the cards align, showing us that things are going to improve. So somebody needs to change their perspective. They need to see things differently in order to transform the situation. And that would, of course, cause you to avoid a Tower moment too. This is karma. This is a rebirth. And this is definitely the balance needing to be restored. What else does she need to see about the current situation? Tell me about the energy that she's seeing around. Hanged Man in reverse. Instantly. Instantly. Why are you telling me instantly, Spirit? Okay, they said the epiphany will come instantly, that it's going to be a sudden, spontaneous knowing. Interesting. The Hanged Man in reverse tells us that we might be self-sacrificing, we might feel a little bit useless, we might be rushing something. Again, there's this impatient energy here, and thoughtlessness. So we don't want to throw caution to the wind right now. We want to be mindful of whatever we are doing, whatever that happens to be with our money, because there's more coming. So we don't want to squander that away. We don't want things to just kind of go off the rails and make stupid decisions. If you were to win the lottery tomorrow, you wouldn't want to go out and blow all of it in a day, right? You'd want to hold on to that as long as possible and invest it and let it grow. So be mindful around money right now and be careful with your financial decisions. I also would encourage you to maybe not make decisions with money that you're unsure of right now, because that could create some more instability. There is more coming. So some sort of creative venture could bring in the financial gain. Whatever brings it in, it's supposed to be in your life. And then I also feel like you've got to take good care of you, because the Hanged Man is all about kind of neglecting your own needs and not taking good care of yourself. The energy that I'm trying to ask about, the weird energy that you're seeing around or feeling around, I'm gonna do that separate from your reading and see if my guide will confirm whether it's anything that you need to worry about. This person could be acting quite immature, or it could be you. It's water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Immaturity, selfish, spite, smothering, and negative. So are you surrounding yourself with quality people, or is there somebody in your life that's acting kind of childish and like a spoiled little brat that needs a spanking? Sometimes it's us. I get in those funks too where I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore today. And like, I hate everybody. I want to be left the fuck alone. And this Mars energy, because remember, Mars is the planet of like war and rage and just like fiery energy. So you could be feeling that way too. You could be feeling like, you know, fuck everybody. I'm out of here. I'm done with it. Don't care. Don't let that energy rule what's going on in your life right now. That's really important too. We don't want to go backwards. We're trying to go forward. So that is the moon in the reverse, the joy, the enlightenment, and the resolutions. Get creative. Think outside the box. If there's something going on that, you know, isn't working, how can we make adjustments to not be stuck? Because there's a lot of stagnation, death in the reverse, Scorpio energy. So I feel like there's the stubbornness to go forward, right? And so that creates this stuck, stagnant energy, the immobility that this person won't budge or you won't budge. We're just butting heads. It's just a vicious cycle, and we just keep spinning our fucking wheels, round and round we go, right? So what can we do to create the resolution? There's hesitation there to take a leap of faith and try new things. But we don't want to make bad or reckless choices in the interim. It's Mars energy, Aries energy there too. The devil. This one came out in the reverse. We like that. So that tells us, again, we're releasing what no longer serves us. Let go of the conflict. Is it worth your time and energy to even argue about it? I have a lot of things in my current situation that drive me absolutely batshit fucking crazy. One of those being that my current person leaves like spoons and coffee cups in the sink every fucking morning. Yeah, I clean the kitchen before I go to sleep, and I wake up almost every single day to either like socks on the couch, dirty dishes in the sink, clothes everywhere. And I've gotten to the point now where I just leave it for him. And if he can't be an adult and he can't pick up after himself, I'm not his mom and I no longer care to. So things like that. Reclaim your power. Don't give it away unnecessarily to stupid conflicts. It's not worth your time any longer. So claim your power back. It's about enlightenment. There could be a divorce coming. Okay, moving on, healing from toxic cycles. Literally says it on the card. It says release, enlightenment, power reclaimed, divorce, moving on, healing toxic cycles. So I do feel like you are headed towards an end of a really hard cycle. Whether you actually divorce this person or not, totally other story. But I do feel like it has been a long, long battle. And I feel like you repeat vicious cycles with this person a lot. So my sympathies, because I do get it. There's been tons of delays. I feel like there's a lack of communication that's meaningful communication. I also feel like there's this frustration because things just don't fucking change, right? And so that's frustrating no matter what the situation is. So there could be some bad timing. I feel like lots of delays, really slow moving energy because Mars is in retrograde. It doesn't like to be going backwards, right? So it's angry, it's agitated. So expect that conflicts can come to the surface right now. It's how we resolve them. If you choose to disengage and not actually actively participate in these things, well, then you've reclaimed your power. You know, if you don't speak up and you don't say anything, well, then guess what? They don't have any ammunition, you know? The Magician. So you can kind of manifest your way out of this situation, it feels like. I do feel like you're going to have to get creative. I feel like you're going to have to actually, you know, what did you learn in the last several years from your journey? What has it taught you? Has it taught you how to be more confident? Has it taught you how to find peaceful resolutions? Has it taught you to be wiser with your money? Has it taught you how lack of communication and stagnation are things you maybe don't want? Has it taught you how to make better choices? What has it taught you in the last 4 years? Because I feel like this is almost a review process that Spirit's trying to give you. And I feel like around spring, which is the technical new year, is when I feel like you're going to start to see some of these breakthroughs happen. But I feel like in the interim, things can be very agitating because there's just not a lot of movement coming forward. All right, when are these changes coming? Let's see, springtime. Is springtime when they are coming? Let me see if I can get a good shuffle here. Will she see some of these changes of reclaiming her power in spring, around the spring equinox? What do we have? Yes. Okay. So around springtime, Is there a tower moment that's coming for her prior to that? No. So you have a choice here. You always have a choice, right? You have a choice. The tower did not come out. The devil in reverse is the card that came out. So that tells us that you are going to make positive decisions about healing and going in a new direction. So I do feel like it's your choice to engage with the toxicity and repeat cycles, or to choose something else for yourself. And you have the power to do that. The magician's out here. You hold all the tools at your disposal to go in whatever direction you want. And Spirit's trying to encourage you to make positive changes. Reclaim your power. Don't let other people siphon it from you, and go in a positive direction. So just for some confirmation, tell me who's going to cause the tower moment between Sandy and her husband. Gemini or air sign placements. Who is causing the tower moment? Plays video games. Who's causing the tower moment for Sandy and her husband? Somebody living a healthy lifestyle. Letter Y. Who is causing it? Fashion colored hair. Who's causing the tower moment? Show me who it is. You. Y-O-U. If we get a O, then we know for sure. Who's causing the tower moment? Who's causing the tower moment? Boyfriend. Having a boyfriend while you're married could cause one for sure. Again, that would be your energy more than likely. Gray eyes. Letter A. Works in healthcare. Average height 5'5" to 5'10". Okay. So, let's see. What else do I want to ask it? Is the husband going to be the one to cause the tower moment? Birthmark on the face, Sagittarius or fire signs. Those could be significant too. All right, so I'm going to ask it about the energy that you're feeling. I'm trying to remember exactly what she said in the email. There's this presence that you feel that you're unsure of whether it's dangerous or not. So is the presence that's around her dangerous? We have a yes and a no that came out. So yes and no. So that's a maybe. Is this one of Sandy's guides that she's feeling or seeing, picking up on? Is it one of her guides trying to communicate? No, it's not a guide. Okay. Is this a dark entity that she needs to worry about? No, it's not a dark entity to worry about. Should she be concerned about this energy that she feels around her? No. So that's saying you don't need to worry about it. Is this something that she should like cleanse away from her home, from her presence? Should she clear the energy concerning this entity that she's picking up on? Yes. So with a yes with that, what I want you to do is I want you to energetically, spiritually cleanse your home. So get rid of any sort of trash or clutter, put things in their place. And once that's done, then you want to take incense or some sort of sacred herb. You can use sage, you can use incense, you can use lemongrass. I mean, there's lots of things. Pick what works best for you, something that you actually like the smell of. And you're going to start at the front door of your home. You're going to open doors and windows. And what you're going to do is you're going to basically say like a prayer of protection. I release all negative energy or any energy that doesn't belong here. I release it with love back to where it came from, and it's no longer welcome here. You can say anything you want, but you're reclaiming that space as your own. And so I want you to make sure that you are actually actively reclaiming that space as yours. You're always energetically protected, but I would recommend that you clear your space often, especially if you're seeing anything that you are unsure of. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, you can ask it to leave. Now, the only time that doesn't work is if it's like a spirit guide or a guardian angel. They will respect your space, but they're there for a reason. So it doesn't look like it's like a spirit guide. It's something else. It's not something dark and demonic, but it is something that should leave. So it could just be lingering energy. It could be that somebody that visited your home maybe brought energy with them and it's lingering. So it's something that you want to clear because it doesn't belong there. Is there any cause for concern with this energy that's lingering around her? Is there any cause for concern for Sandy or her family in the home? Yes. Okay, so really important that you do cleanse. Mostly because I feel like whatever this happens to be, I am picking up a male that I can see. I would say this male looks like he's probably early to mid 50s, average build, jeans and t-shirt type person. Let's see if I can get a clearer image of his facial features. I would say he's got kind of dark hair, but he's got gray in there. I don't see facial hair. And I'm not picking up a name or anything like that. I feel like this is somebody that was related to either friends or extended family that passed. Could have been a while ago, could have been recently, but I feel like the energy is just kind of lingering. And so it would be in your best interest to clear your home. So with incense, with sacred herbs, go through every single room, closet, cupboard, under beds, and you're just gonna fan the smoke into like all the corners, windows and doors open. Where you start is where you end. So front door of your house, go clockwise through each of the rooms, and then you're going to end up at your front door. Take everything out, whatever you're using, extinguish it outside, and that's it. You're done. And then you can go take a shower if you feel like you need to, and wash the energy off of you. And then I always say something like, this home is now protected and nothing without permission is allowed to enter. It is not welcome, and seal the deal. And so that's what I personally do. I don't feel like it's anything that's going to harm you in any way, shape, or form, but it's energy that's there that's not welcome. And so you do want to clear it and get rid of it. But no, I don't think it's anything that's going to actually harm you, but I do feel like it's stuck and it needs to go. So I feel like the Tower moment is avoidable, okay? And that's what the cards are showing me, is that in order to avoid all of the conflict and chaos, we have to find the resolution. We have to be able to see any sort of deception for what it is, even if it's ourself that we've deceived ourselves in some way, shape, or form. Okay? And so what is the bigger picture? What do you hope to achieve? If you want to stay, stay. If you want to resolve things, resolve things. If you want out, create a plan to do so. But I feel like you are going to be in this vicious cycle until a decision is reached. And you already know that. So Spirit's asking you, can you come up with a plan for what you want? Whether that's to leave in divorce, because we do have a card saying that that's a possibility, but you're hesitating. You have to ask yourself why. Why are you holding yourself back? What is the issue? Is it financial? Okay, come up with a game plan. How do you get money together to get out? Legit, how do you do that? Do you need a different job? Do you need a second job? Do you need to get a bank account he knows nothing about and squirrel money away? Do you need to go stay with friends or family? Like, what is the game plan if you choose to leave and divorce him? What is it? Do you have one? If not, and you really want to go, you got to come up with a plan. If you want to work through things, what will that take? Does it take marriage counseling? Does it take living separately to resolve things? Does it take being able to communicate with a neutral party? What would it take to resolve those? Is it possible? Is it not? Is he willing to put in the work or not? I do feel like there is a way to resolve this peacefully should you really want to, and that's what I want to ask. Make sure my deck's not totally upside down. Can they resolve their issues and come to common ground? They have to face their fears and make a decision, and the truth or the clarity comes out. What's funny is the Three of Swords is all about heartbreak, pain, a shocking attack, and working on healing, grief, loss, mourning. So I feel like if you come to the conclusion that you really want out, you're going to have to be creative. You will get the truth that you need in order to make that choice and that decision. But I feel like you're also going to need to take some time to heal once that actually happens. Anything else that she needs to know about this? Yeah, money could be the main issue, right? I think for most of us, that's usually the issue. So don't hoard your resources. You also have the Wheel of Fortune telling us that more money is coming. However that comes about, will she end up finding what she wants? Empress in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like the anxiety is holding you back. The fear is holding you back. People being selfish around you and maybe not feeling your best could definitely be obstacles. Three of Pentacles, there isn't really teamwork and compromise. And so that creates a lot of problems too. The hard work's needed to resolve this, whether you stay or whether you go. What else? Yep. Because there's lots of overwhelm, lots of heavy burdens, and lots of stress here. How will this be resolved? Can you tell me how this will be resolved for her? Two of Pentacles in reverse. So you're going to decide to quit juggling. You're going to let go of the things that are overwhelming you. You're going to get out of this financial mess. You're going to start to stop people pleasing and actually do what's best for you. Yep. And I feel like whatever happens is going to come to light. You have several cards that say that. So somebody's conscience is getting the best of them. Somebody's getting caught, outsmarted, and their deception is revealed. If somebody's also committed a crime, that will be found out, and they probably will have to face the music for that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. So that's lots of options when it comes to love, but also living in fantasy land. So needing to see the reality for what it is and let go of anything that's not for you and make a decision. I do feel like there will be some sort of truth or light shed on this situation, and I feel like it comes relatively soon. What else? Yeah. Knight of Swords in the reverse. So there could definitely be somebody who's being rude or bullying you. Somebody could be dealing with an inferiority complex. It's the Coward card when it's in the reverse. So, sometimes we're the chicken shit. Sometimes it's other people. Take it however it fits. If it's you that's scared to take that leap of faith, why? What is it that's causing the fear and anxiety? If it's you don't know what you're going to do, you don't know where you're going to go, you can't afford to live on your own, then I understand that. So what is the plan to go forward? And you have to ask yourself that. If you choose to stay, what is the plan for things improving so that the cycles quit repeating? Can it be fixed or can it not? And be honest with yourself, because you have a card telling you that there's no deception or illusions anymore, that those are being removed so that we can see the truth. So what is the truth? And don't sugarcoat it. Make it be blunt so that you get the honest answer, because I feel like that's the only way you're going to be able to move forward. Fuck. Bottom of the deck, it's the Tower, but when I was looking at it, it's reversed. Feeling trapped, delaying disaster, fear of pain, and avoidance. You're trying to avoid it. So how do you avoid it? You got to see the truth. You got to come up with a plan. But I definitely think that it's avoidable if you actually take some steps to decide what you really want. I really would encourage you over the next couple of weeks in January, especially because we're still in the new year. Over the next couple of weeks, kind of create a pro and con list of everything that's going on in your life, not just your marriage, everything, your job, other, friendships, things like that. What's really working for you? What brings you joy? And what is bringing you toxicity and misery? What are some things that you want to release and let go of? And what are some things that you want to improve on? And, go from there. Do you really want to get rid of the current situation, current relationship, or is it worth salvaging? Are both people on the same page? If they're not, can they get on the same page, or is it collateral damage and it's time to let go? But you're going to have to decide that one way or the other. It's like you keep asking about Tower moments, and the Tower is your final card. But you can avoid it if you're willing to make the changes that you need to make. That's literally what a Tower symbolizes, is change and transformation. Some of it is drastic and dramatic, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a positive change. It's like, let's say you decided that you were going to overhaul your whole wardrobe. Well, that's massive change, right? But it's for the better. It creates improvement. The other thing is with the Tower, when it's in the upright, it can be really painful change because people don't necessarily want that change. So you have to ask yourself, do you want things to change, or are you avoiding the change? Because the Tower in reverse tells us that we're avoiding it because we're scared of the pain. So if you acknowledge it and you have a plan, that's where the enlightenment starts to come in. And then you see all the deception for what it is, so you can make clear, conscious decisions and you don't have to repeat the cycles anymore. So clear your energy, get rid of anything that's stuck or stagnant there, cleanse your home, spiritual energy, cleanse your home. If you're still seeing it, I would ask your guides to come in and remove it. That's another option too. I don't know if anybody ever told you that. You can ask your spirit team, your guides, your guardian angels, God, Source, Spirit, the universe, Archangel Michael. You can call on all of them and say, I don't know what this entity or energy is. Please remove it if it's not for my highest good. I don't wish to have any sort of encounters with it. I don't want it here. Please remove it. And they will. But I would definitely do like the saging or the incense. I prefer incense. Sage, I feel like, opens the door for more shit to come in. So try incense. And literally walk through every single room, closets, cupboards, all of it. Tell it to get the fuck out of your house. It doesn't belong there. It's not supposed to be there. You're not welcome here. Get the fuck out and mean it. Don't hesitate, because sometimes you're tangling with shit you don't want to. So I don't feel like it's anything super energetically threatening or anything, but get it out of your house. It doesn't need to be there. So hopefully that helps. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk soon.